representing the legendary Al Davis. And the team's will to just win, baby. The torch is lit before every game inside of Allegiant Stadium as these fans hope it indeed drives their Raiders to victory in Vegas. Today, our draw features two from the AFC between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Las Vegas Raiders. Leading the Jaguars sideline, head coach Liam Cohen. His side should be coming in with some fresh legs after their bye last week. Running the show across the field, that's Raiders head coach Pete Carroll. His guys also coming off a bye, so no rest advantage for either team in this one. From the booth alongside Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott, and we're just about set to get this one started. And we're off and running in Las Vegas. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So here are the Jaguars taking over for the first time on offense. They're brought out by the fifth-year man out of Clemson. Hard to believe it's year 5, isn't it, Brock? Former #1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence.
Sure feels like the bye week came at a perfect time for him and his team as well. Right smack dab in the middle of the season, giving everybody some time to rest, recharge mentally, and really get yourself energized, Kate, to attack the rest of this regular season, starting with this contest.
Once again here, 2nd and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he will be stopped now, but a lot to like about that effort.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
He gets this one to Strange. And this one doesn't go far.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Jeremy Chin there on the stop.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Lawrence working from the gun. Looking right, and he finds him. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. They get 6 and a first down as well.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Jaguars.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Off the play action, it's Lawrence. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, a give to ETN. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst, but that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
On 4th down, it's Logan Cook on for the Jaguars to punt it away. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. So out head the Raiders for their first possession. And leading them out, you and I have both covered this guy, Brock, a veteran drafted back in 2013, coming off a career high in passing yards last season. It's Geno Smith.
And he doesn't have the advantage he usually does coming off a bye week. Both these teams came in here well-rested after a Sunday away. Of course, that means an extra week of prep work for this defense, too. So he's got his work cut out for him to find ways to attack him today.
Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Back to Genty. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Smith. Going left side, Bowers has it. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but they just can't finish the play. This is Genty on 2nd. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd, Smith. That's taken in by Tucker. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. It's going to be 2nd and goal. They go to him again. And he's stopped for a loss again, this time at the 3.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
Carlson's extra point is good. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Here's a return from the 7. Making some progress here. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. Here's Etienne to begin the drive. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of one. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Back for the 2nd quarter. It's Jaguar football. They'll begin the quarter with 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun, Lawrence. That is caught. He's got Brown. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
Lawrence looking to throw. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Again, it's Lawrence to throw. Completes another one to Thomas. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. From the gun, ETN gets it. And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 29. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on 3rd down. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Jaguar first down. Now we give to ETN running right. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Here comes the screen for ETN. And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's 4th down.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. When I sit and judge a defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got them equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down. What a season this guy is having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Raiders and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. And he has just shredded NFL defenses so far this season. You can see he's sitting 2nd right now across the league in rushing yards. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Counter give to Jeanty. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Kate, you know by now I'm not shy about referencing movies during a game, and that run, that was a picture-perfect script. You get the defense thinking one thing, looking one way, then bam! You surprise them with a twist, head the other way for a big run.
Finds the in route complete. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Escapes the pocket. Hauled in left side. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for Raiders first. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Allegiant. It's the Raiders. With it, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Smith to the air now. Gets it to him on the screen. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down. And again, it's Smith. Rolling left, buying some time. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Jeanty from the gun. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. It's 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
Smith back to throw. Dialing up a receiver screen. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. That goal line agonizingly close here. It's 3rd and goal. They're going to run it with Genty. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down. No gain, maybe just a couple of inches on the run. That brings up 4th and goal. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. One last play before the break. He's keeping it, he's going for it, and he gets in, touchdown! The Raiders will add to their lead at the end of the half. Geno Smith with a touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. Well, 4th and goal, and you go quarterback sneak, Brock. You know this firsthand. You better trust those big boys to help you get that ball across the goal line.
You can almost feel it the second you get done uttering the play, right? It comes out of your mouth, and those linemen just give you that look. Like, yes, this is my chance to own the line of scrimmage, to move the people in front of me. That's a good call and better execution from the entire group.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Fielded at the 7. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Hope you all had a happy Halloween. Some of the celebrations still going on as we've reached the first weekend of November, and that's just fine. Let's get into the highlights. Our trip around the league starts now, and it kicks off in South Florida. The Dolphins at home to take on the Baltimore Ravens. And it's the 2-time MVP, Lamar Jackson. He went for more than 300 yards passing, including this, one of his 3 touchdowns through the air. The Ravens just keep on rolling. They are now 8-0 as they get the win. Next up, we go to the Steel City. We'll check in on the Steelers as they host the Indianapolis Colts. And this is Jaylen Warren. Spots an opening, capitalizes on it, 15 yards for the touchdown. Lastly, we go up to Lambeau Field. It's the Packers taking on the Carolina Panthers. And it's the third-year man, Bryce Young. 52 yards, touchdown. The Panthers get their 5th win on the year as they get the victory here. One final look at the rest of the scores from week number 9 with Cleveland, the Jets, Philly, and Tampa Bay all on the midseason bye. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much for that look around the league, Scott. Now let's turn our attention back to this one as we get set to begin our third quarter. On now is Cook to kick this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he goes out of bounds to hand them excellent field position up across the 40. The Raiders and running back Ashton Genty headed back out there. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting 2nd right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. First play is going to be a give to Genty. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. It was Jack Kaiser who got there for the tackle. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. A play fake. Now Smith to throw. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
They're set up at the 35 now. Shotgun give here to Genty. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Genty. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Another give here to Genty. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them. This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Blitz coming for Smith. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Big play for this offense. It's 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap to Smith. He's got it. Looks like about 4 yards on that 3rd down. Not enough for the 1st, but definitely enough to consider going for it here.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
This is Genty, and they stop him. No touchdown, no 1st down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
You know, it's almost like the defense heard that call in their helmet themselves. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run, and their reward is getting off the field.
Here's ETN on 1st down. Running there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
And he's up to the 7-yard line as he gets hauled down. Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. Lawrence working from the gun. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, if the word safety was used, and it's not a lot in NFL locker rooms, but if it was at halftime, it was about safe throws, good decisions, consistent plays. It was not about a safety to begin this 2nd half, and that's what we nearly saw. Not the kind of start this offense wanted. It's got to overcome a bit of adversity.
And he'll make the fair catch. Didn't make it to the 50. This one just short of midfield. The Raiders and running back Ashton Genty headed back out there. And we've seen how well he's adjusted to the NFL in his first season. And you can see the league's notice, too. He's leading the early race for Offensive Rookie of the Year. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. This is Cox. That's Bowers working downfield. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done. They're now set for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Giving this to Genty. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to have 1st and goal when we begin our 4th quarter. But the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless 3rd quarter for us. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. From the red zone now. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they're headed in reverse after that sack. Headed in the wrong direction, Brock, as they take 2nd and goal now from the 13. And he's got a free play here. And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call. Got to the end zone with a free play, so they will, of course, decline offsides and take the points. Point after from Carlson is up and good. And the Raiders push their lead to 18. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Return coming from the 6. Jukes out a one-stop. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. First and 10, it's Lawrence. He's got Brown on the slant. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
First down throw, Lawrence. Into the hands of his running back, ETN. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7. 2nd and 3 now. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Setting up the running back screen. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. That is caught. He's got Brown. And they make the tackle at the 38. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Back to the air, Lawrence has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Throwing again. Here's Lawrence. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. 7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. Again, it's Lawrence to throw. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Got his man. Thomas has it. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
A gain of 7.
They bring Thomas in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Working quickly here. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. He gets this one to Strange. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. 3rd and long for him here. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Searches from the pocket. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
On 1st down, Genty. Up the sideline, past the 40. And he's finally hauled down at the 43. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
And a Raider 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Give up the guts. It's Genty. And he works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8. And this is now a 100-yard game for him after that last carry. Man, what a strong day he's had running it for this offense. After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Staying between the tackles with Mostert. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Here's Genty running right. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
Fourth down, Smith. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go. The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. Now it's Lawrence. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that pass is dropped. Fitting. That would be their final play of the game as we've reached the end of this one. The Black Hole can take that party over to the Vegas Strip as the Raiders win at home. And it was a maestro of a performance defensively, limiting them to only 1 field goal. Playing shutdown football like that, Brock, it is no surprise they came away with the win. And I think you'd agree, we see some more lockdown football in their future. With Brock Hewitt and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders winners as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.